Hey guys, Neoma's here now for another video. This is a very early one that I'm putting out. Felipe Anderson, West Ham, Brazilian winger, it's been linked with Arsenal. I've got to talk about it. I'm gonna be giving you 5 reasons on why this transfer could and potentially should happen for 5. So stay tuned. But until then, please do remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up and like the video. It does help the channel out, and to continue to leave your comments below. Now, let's get started. Hold the horses. It is 1:15 in the morning on the 4th of September. And big news is dropped, at least for me. Felipe Anderson to Arsenal from West Ham. And I just thought, you know what, I have to talk about this guy. I just do. I gotta get up out of bed. I gotta come and do a video and give my reasons why I think this deal could actually happen. And you know what? I'm gonna give 5 reasons why. 5 reasons why this deal makes sense. Now, hear me out. I know he plays for West Ham, but hear me out. First reason, and I made notes so I don't forget. He's Brazilian. Let's be really honest. He's Brazilian. We all know what Eddie's trying to build. He's trying to build a Brazilian core with David Luiz. Now we got Gabriel, with Willian there being there as well, or Martinelli being there. You got Cedric Soares, who could speak Portuguese like all the other Brazilian players. So there is a real onus and a direct intention to go after Brazilian players. It's an intention. So it has to be said that, you know, even though these are rumors that I talk about, where there is smoke, there is fire. And this rumor coming into play, you have to say, with a Brazilian player, it could be one. So that's the first one. He's Brazilian. 2, Premier League experience. I've said this time and time again with players that I prefer Premier League experienced players beyond a shadow of a doubt. Last season, when we were rumoured with Wilfried Zaha, and it was between Zaha and Pepe, I chose Zaha because Zaha was Premier League proven. All he would need to do is just come in and get used to the way our Arsenal play, and after about a month, maybe 6 weeks tops, he'd be ready to go. Pepe is taking him a lot longer. It's still over a season. I think he's done okay, but needs probably another season to get better. And Felipe Anderson is already Premier League experience. He knows what the Premier League has to offer. He's played against Arsenal. He's seen Arsenal. So in terms of getting used to all the difficulties that the Premier League will generally have to offer a lot of players, the physicality, adapting to the Premier League, he should have already gotten used to the Premier League. Should have already gotten used to it. And if he didn't, then why would rumours come in regards to Arsenal and not maybe some other team in and around Europe that's going on right now? So that's 2. Also, 3, tactical versatility. Now, from the time West Ham signed this guy, in his first season, I thought he was fantastic. They had him playing all over the place. Left wing, right wing, number 10. He's a very, very good player. Technically, really skillful. I know he's dropped off a bit this season, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But he's a very good player. Similar to Willian, to be really honest, in a lot of ways. Obviously, Willian more proven at a top level and obviously won lots of trophies with Chelsea. But very similar player in terms of his versatility that's going to be that he would bring to Arsenal. Same thing as Willian. then you also have to say, with this in mind, this would then potentially allow Arsenal to go on and sell someone like a Lacazette, because then maybe Aubameyang would play down the middle, or Nketiah, or it'll definitely allow Martinelli to play down the middle as well, and continue to provide that additional support on the left, potentially to provide a backup for the number 10, meaning that someone like maybe a Willock can then play within central midfield more so. So either way, when it comes to the versatility, when it comes to the actual squad, we're going to need lots of players. Games are going to be coming thick and fast. So we've got to be on the ball. We've got to have the right players in there. And potentially, he can be that player. Potentially, he can be that player. Where am I? Four. The manager effect. Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta has proven, for the time that he's been at Arsenal, he is proven that he can get the best out of players. Now, I started taking a look at what Felipe Anderson has done this past season and the previous season when he first arrived at West Ham. So last season, he only played 25 games, 27 across all competitions, and he managed 1 goal and 5 assists. Not great, but when you look at the amount of games that he's played, is understandable why. And the reason why I say this is because when you look at his form in the previous season, when he first arrived at West Ham, whereby he played 40 games, he managed 10 goals and 5 assists. So if he was to play an extra 13 more games, would that mean that he would then be able to get, let's say, on the flip side, another 5 assists and maybe a few more goals, whereby his form ended up being similar to what he produced in his first season at West Ham? I mean, I'm speculating now, but that could be a reason. You never know. That it really can. But he's proven that he's proven to be a decent player at West Ham's level. Let's be really frank. West Ham are not on the same level as Arsenal. The amount of opportunities and the chances created, he'll probably get more opportunities at Arsenal to score goals, more opportunities to create chances at Arsenal. And let's be really honest, Arsenal need more creativity. And from these stats here, he's been one of West Ham's most creative players. I know West Ham fans like him, but they have been frustrated with him. But maybe Mikel Arteta could get the best out of him and can help provide that for Arsenal. So it's all a positive. It really is all a positive. And number 5, which is the perfect part about this. This is a loan deal. A loan deal with an option to buy. So we loan the player for free. We probably end up paying either, let's say, minimum half of his wages, which I understand he's on quite a lot of wages. So probably about, I think he's on 120, 140 grand a week is what has been reported. So we're talking 60 to 70 grand Arsenal might be covering. And if they like him, if he performs well, and I mean, that's really all we would want him to do, then Arsenal would then go and purchase the player for 5 million. 5 million. 5 million. If he plays well, we get to purchase him for 5 million. Honestly, right, I think that is an absolute steal. If and only if we do manage to get him to perform at the levels that he did, at least when he was at West Ham. If he gets anywhere like where he's scoring over 10 goals and getting over 5 assists, or maybe over 10 assists and more than 5 goals, then for me, I think that's a steal. That's an absolute steal, and we should go and sign him. And he's still somewhat young. He's coming in his prime, 27 years old right now. So, a little bit more on the experience side. Maybe there's an opportunity for him to be maybe the Willian replacement long-term going forward, if things work out for that. But, yeah, I think those are top 5 reasons of why I think we should bring in Felipe Anderson. It makes sense for all the reasons that I've really said. You know, he's Brazilian. You know, I think Arteta's great at you know, fixing players and getting the best out of players. Look at Mustafi, look at Socrates, look at Rob Holding. There's so many players that he's helped where he's been able to get the best out of them. David Luiz, jeez, David Luiz, he's able to get the best out of. So who knows? He could do a job with Felipe Anderson. Obviously, being technically Premier League experienced, tactically versatile, and again, like I said, it's a loan. So leave your comments below. I'm really looking to kind of hear your guys' thoughts on this, on what you think, whether we should sign Felipe Anderson. So leave your comments below. Please do remember to thumbs up the video if you like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all next time. Peace.